Hey folks, it's Tom, your frugal prepper. So this is just a garden update. The garden got in late this year. I just finished planting it out yesterday. So these tomatoes have been in here for about a week or two. These are all celebrity tomatoes. Celebrity is a semi-determinate. It grows like a small 3 or 4 foot high bush. You don't prune it, but it continues to set fruit all year long. So it's a nice little medium slicer or sauce tomato. You can use it for either. They are a hybrid, so you can't save the seeds, but they're a really aggressive, healthy, disease and pest resistant variety of tomato. So I really like them. I think altogether there's about 30 or 32 plants in here. And then I'll just tie them up these stakes, and then if I need to, I'll lean another stake into it from a couple different angles later on and tie it up. But those are some really happy, healthy tomato plants. I actually just bought the seeds for them this year, because last year I tried to buy celebrities. They said celebrities, they turned out to be something completely different. I got a lot of tomatoes, but they weren't what I wanted. So this year I gave a pack of seeds to Oh How Happy Gardener, and he started them all for me, and they're just really happy, healthy tomato plants, let me tell you. They're growing like crazy. And then these peppers, I don't know, there's a King of the North. There's a few different kinds of peppers here. I just planted them, see what happens. These also came from Oh How Happy Gardeners, tomato peppers. And then these are all eggplants down here. There's a surprise potato plant. I'm letting that grow. These are all eggplant down here. A few different varieties. We're going to see if any of them survive or if they all get taken out with flea beetles. Just trying some different varieties and different things with eggplant to see if I can find something that will survive and grow some eggplants for a change. These are all onions. These onion starts came from Oh How Happy Gardener. He had some left over. I planted them out. I've always had good luck with these onion starts. They always seem to grow really good onions. I've tried the onion, the little bulbs. Those never work out. But these onion starts, I forget where he gets them from, but they always grow nice big onions for me, so I'm happy to have those. See, all the way down through here, what is this I planted? Oh, this is early sun corn, 2 rows of it. Just a eating, corn on the cob kind of eating. This is 4 rows of baby corn planted a little closer, and you can pick them small and make the little Chinese baby corns out of them, or you can let them grow full size and they let them dry and they'll make popcorn. And they make a really good popcorn, because I had a big old Ziploc full of seeds left over from last year. I got these from someone in California off of Etsy. I don't know what variety they are or whatever, but they really seem to grow pretty well. And so I saved the seeds because they're an heirloom, and I've got plenty of seeds, so I'm not worried about them cross-pollinating with that. Or else I would just grow the one variety if I needed to save the seed again. These are all Kentucky Wonder green beans all the way down through here. And then I got some Blue Lake pole beans here because I started to run out of seed. And same thing out here, Kentucky Wonders, most of them, some Blue Lakes on the end. And there's our pole beans, so the strings will go up and they will just grow to the top of those T-frames. And I'll have more beans than I know what to do with. And then Oh How Happy Gardener again. I just gonna get a couple of squash plants and put over in this section, but he actually came up with a whole tray full of squash plants. So I think this is a Black Beauty zucchini on the end, and these are 2 regular zucchinis. And these are all cucumbers, and he had a few different varieties there. I just kind of planted whatever. I don't know what's what on the cucumbers, but we're gonna see what happens. And then again, this is beans. So that's the garden this year. I'm not bothering with the spaghetti squash out there this year. It's just so much work to mow around it and everything. And I can buy spaghetti squash in the store pretty cheap. So I'm just doing that this year because I just don't have a lot of time. That's why this garden's getting in late. Just don't have the time anymore like I used to. Now that I'm working, you know, I work full time, but now I'm working on so many cars. Just don't have the time anymore. So it's always something to do. I've been spraying vinegar like every week around the perimeter of this fence to keep these weeds killed back, so I don't have to trim along the fence. Seems to be working really well, actually. Just vinegar with a little salt and a little dish soap in it, and it's killing them back. That way I don't have to, because you have to keep them out of the electric fence, because if they touch the electric fence, then it becomes less effective. So that kind of helps keep that all killed back. Now the vinegar doesn't really kill the roots. I'm sure it does over time, but a lot of times they grow back, so you have to keep applying it, where like a Roundup or something will kill them all. But I use Roundup like up in my flower beds, around those, but I don't use them around stuff that I eat. So I don't use it around like my garden for food. So anyway, that's how the garden's looking so far this year. I'll keep you updated. It's getting in late, but it's been my experience, even when I plant them late like this, they catch right up and you still have full production out of them. The plants just don't do a whole lot of growing for those early, or you know, the early weeks for us are May 15th on. So May 15th till about the end of May, you can plant, but the overnight temps are so cold, it's still chilly, it's still really rainy. You just don't get a whole lot of growth out of your plants until it hits this warm spot towards the beginning, mid-June. That's when things really take off. So it's been my experience, there's virtually no difference between planting on June 15th and May 15th here in Ohio. But I'm sure that's different every place you live. But anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll talk to y'all later. It's Tom, your frugal prepper.